I'm looking at different religions: Islam, Christianity, Judaism, Buddhism, and others, Hare Krishna. All of them have the same thing in common: connection to light, connection to existence, to God. In Islam, Muslims bow, doing those rakats, doing those movements, and in the same way they're looking into their hearts. In Christianity, people may sit, people may put hands up. In Buddhism or in Hare Krishna, they're doing mantras, millions of them. But all of those practices, because they are practices, have one thing in common. They teach you how to be still inside, how to connect to the light, how to be able to observe yourself from the place, from inside of you, where you can effortlessly rest and observe movements of your mind, movement of thoughts, movement of energies, movement of feelings. And when you observe this like from inside, when you are deeply rooted inside, you are able to correct them in you. Because the movements of thoughts and movements of energy, feelings, are not necessarily good for you. Some of them can be very harmful feelings, harmful thoughts, nasty, negative thoughts. So if you master some practice, if you keep practicing, this practice not have to be even perfect, but over the time when you practice, when you do millions of repetitions of the same thing, that practice somehow become purified, that activity become purified, and in effect it will allow us to get access to that inside. Slowly it's opening our heart, so we get access to inside. And from inside, like from inside of your heart, you are able to observe and allow that stream of light penetrate your heart core, like mind from inside. So those incorrect things which troubling you in life, because you are your mind, and what's happening in your mind manifesting outside, and you're leaving that stuff from the mind. So if you are deeply rooted and you are inside, and that stream of light penetrate that inside, it correcting those imperfections inside. That's how I see it. And we got plenty of those distortions inside. Sins, distortions, sins, impurities, whatever we want to call it. Compulsive thoughts, some not nice feelings. So the way to correct this is to find the practice, find the way most suitable for you, which allow you to open up inside and in a way be able to observe what's happening inside of you. Why at this moment I not feel well? Why I feel tired? Why I feel lazy? Why I feel negative towards somebody? Why I harming myself? And all of that. It's all popping up from the side of the mind. When that mind have access to us, it's like body inside of body. Like we got this liquid body, but that liquid body can be contaminated with layers of conditions. And when this is the case, you experience those layers of conditions. So every negative action, impure action, every wrong doing, wrong action, recording something on the layer of mind, on those layers. So later on we function according to that, incorrectly. But if we find a way how to get access to insight, we will be able to observe it. We will be able to penetrate those dark corners of our minds, those layers. And places like mosques, churches, temples are perfect environment for it, actually, because energy there is dense, and people practicing in congregation, in gatherings, they have the same aim and the same qualities inside, and the same positive way inside, which help you. Like the saying, let's say in Islam, that praying in the mosque is 27 times more than at home. The same I heard in different religions. And this is true, because energy in that place, when many people doing this and you all connecting to the same source, it's much more stronger, so you are able to much more easier to connect to inside. You are much more open, like you each of you borrowing that energy to each of you. So that mind trap, that mind activity is dispelled, is not that strong. So you are able to look inside of you more deeply, more easy. And I experienced this many times. At home is definitely not the same time, not the same thing like is in mosque. And what is important as well, when you choose for yourself, when something in you choose path and way for yourself, is to follow it as it was prescribed, not creating your ways. Of course, your mind, this instrument, will want to create your own ways, because this is like, but them ways been created by those who understood something behind the mind. They understood they are not the mind. So it must be something in this, must be some perfection. When I look at Islam and way how this is structured, this way is so perfect, so perfectly created for human to improve inside, then I see that it could not be created by human, because human with his own random mind cannot create such a thing, cannot knows those things. There is no way and possibility. It only could be created from something behind the mind, from that stillness, from that spark inside. So discover for yourself your inner temple, your inner space, silence, quietness, because there is beauty in this. While you connect, while you feel this inside of you, while it's acting in you, it is like fountain of youth, removing and healing you inside from all those things which you gather in your consciousness, and they're not serving you anymore. In fact, they working against you quite often. Salam alaikum.